Hey guys, welcome to City Souls TV. I'm your host, Scott Starbuck, and we're out and about in Chicago today at the Trunk Club. And Trunk Club is a men's clothing company. We're going to meet with the CEO here, and he's going to tell you how about their amazing web experience works. So hey, I'm here with Brian Spaley, the CEO of the Trunk Club. And Brian, tell me about your amazing company. How you built this thing here.
So we're here in our River North headquarters, which we actually just moved into like 3 weeks ago.
I remember the old space.
Yeah, it was a little tight. We actually still had a lot of space too. When I launched this business in December of 2009, we had 2 full-time employees, and we were 4 blocks north of here at Superior and Franklin. We had 7,700 square feet, and my friends came over and they're like, "What are you doing with so much space?"
It's like a ballroom.
Yeah, it was huge. And then so we've grown into it, and then grew out of it, and now we're growing into our new space, and it's like, okay, we have a great new space, now the real work begins, right? Because the pressure starts to mount. But I'll tell you, at the heart of it, what we do is guys don't like shopping, but they love to look good. So we send you clothes, you keep what you like, you send back what you don't. For people that are local to Illinois or Chicagoland, we also have the option for them to come in person. So, where we're sitting now is one of our little fitting room areas, and we'll just hang with our customers, have a couple beers, talk about what they need, and do some more of that in-person process.
A stylist that works with them, and that process happens both online and on the phone and in person if they can come in.
Yeah, so most of our business, the core business, is that you sign up online, you get matched with the stylist, he or she reaches out to you, says, "Hey Scott, what do you need? Jeans, t-shirts, what do you do? What do you want? Where do you live? What kind?" Yeah. And some guys might say, "Look, I just need shoes and jeans." So that's all we'll send. Some guys say, "I need everything." And we'll say, "Well, why don't we start with, a typical first trunk is 10 items." So we'll start with exactly what you're wearing today. Very cool, but nothing super fancy shoe. Striped sock, high-end denim, cool shirt. I mean, this is a great core outfit that can be worn over and over again. Scott Starbuck, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so this kind of like upscale, cool, casual, that's what we do best. We've started to do custom suits and shirts. So we're all, I'm rarely in suits, but I'm happy to be in a suit, and even got some strange cufflinks on and a tie with scissors on it from one of my favorite vendors, Eaton. So we're doing more suits and shirts. Guys said, "Hey, I'm getting all my casual clothes there now. I'd like to get my whole closet from you." So we're just trying to, basically it was a reaction to customers' desire to have us do more.
What's a typical price point of a carton?
So 10 items is about $1,500. So average price point for jeans, $175 to $195. Average price point for woven shirts, anything from this tailored shirt, it's going to be $250. Some of the more casual stuff, like from like a Ben Sherman or like a Life After Denim, maybe more like the silhouette you're wearing, it's going to be anywhere from $75 to $175.
So it's still approachable.
We like to think it's high-end, cool fashion, but it's not luxury. It's definitely not. It's not the kind of stuff you're going to find at Barney's, like these tiny little designers that make 6-inch shorts like Michael Bastian that they sell 3 of to Japanese architects in Soho. Like
$800.
Right. That's not what we do. Right. And we
Japanese architects in Soho. I just love that.
Yeah, but I mean that's like the guy. There's like 3 of them in the world, and they buy Michael Bastian. But that's not really who we are. Like we're selling them like Gant Rugger, not like the Gant couture line. So. It's the goal is to help guys look good, to take the pain out of shopping, to make it easy so the trunk comes with a shipping label in it, return shipping label in it. We pay shipping both ways. We don't charge you until you send the trunk back. We do authorize your card, and we have a conversation with you over email, over the phone to get to know you, so we feel like the risk is mitigated there, and we send you stuff. Our hope is just that you find stuff that you like that fits well. And our styling team, they work here full time. We have
how many stylists are here?
57 now.
Wow. Yeah, you've grown since last time, but it's amazing.
And maybe by the end of the year we'll have like 70. We're kind of hiring like 1 a week right now if we can. So average out to 3, 4, 5 a month.
How are you doing with remembering anybody's names?
So we launched it December '09, and really came into our own in June of 2010 when we hired our first full-time sales rep. It's kind of a long story. We don't need to get into the details of the founding of the business, but when I relaunched the business here in Chicago, it was actually originally founded in Bend, Oregon. When I relaunched it here, we basically decided we needed to hire a full-time sales team. We got our first guy, Michael Barkin, who's just been a total rock star. We got Michael in June of 2010. Michael's still on the team. We've gone from 1 to 57, and in just over 2 years. So in that first year, we did $1 million in revenue. Then in 2011, we did a little over $5 million in revenue. This year, we're on pace to do kind of 15-ish, 15 million. And next year, I think, we're hoping to double again. Yeah, maybe 30, maybe even more than 30. We now have the home to accommodate it. This new space is massive. It's 30,000 square feet. So we've quadrupled our footprint.
Yeah, we're definitely having growing pains there for a while.
But it's good. I mean, it's a good problem to have, right? I got no complaints. We've been fortunate, and that the round we raised last year was institutional capital. So 4 different venture capital firms contributed a total of $11 million. And there's kind of there's good and bad to that. So the good part is they have great partners. They're loyal. We seem to be very well aligned on what Trunk Club should be or could be. Like we share a vision for what we're trying to build. The downside is you now have a bunch of people that own a big chunk of your company and have very high expectations. And so I don't think that's a downside. It's something that you have to come to terms with if you're going to raise venture money. It's like you got new bosses, you have a board of directors. I could get fired. They're my bosses. I'm wearing a tie and a suit once or twice a week. And but the good news is they believe in it, and so it's fun. It's validating. It's just sometimes a little scary to say oh man, we got to hit some big numbers now because we have these people's money and we're really committed to. We take that investor management experience or that relationship quite seriously. Not too seriously, but we feel really obligated to build something awesome now. And so, but it's good. It's good.
I came in today and checked out the space. It's beautiful in here, and I love the way. And there's lots of little, I call them living rooms set up. There's couches here and there, and there's people, your teams sitting there working it out, talking about customers, talking about how to overcome issues and make things happier. And it's just a great feeling the way that the space works.
Yeah, we've been lucky. Chicago has been an awesome place for us to build this team. We've got a lot of people who I think feel accountable and confident. Our stylists are great. I think they do a great job for our customers, and we have a lot of fun with that. Because we have this facet of the business, which is the in-person interaction, which usually happens between noon and 8 p.m. There's a little bit of beer drinking. There's a little bit of relaxing.
An 80-foot bar in here.
There's a large bar.
I'm just guessing 80 feet. I don't know. Maybe 120.
One might say it's actually just a very large conference room table.
Sure.
That is in the style of an American bar.
Yeah.
But
with some taps.
We try to have fun, and
good.
we work hard. We're a startup, so we're all working kind of around the clock and committed, and it's a young team that's pretty special. We got some good people here, so I feel like we've got a lot of the right people in place, and now it's just sort of a question of watching them sort of thrive. My job mostly is fundraising and recruiting. So we talked about fundraising and talked about recruiting. I've talked about the team growth, and that's a big part of what I have to do as the leader of this business. Yeah, well, I support them. I kind of report to them what do you need to be successful?
How can we make it better?
What can I? Yeah. And then of course holding high standards, holding people accountable, and setting big goals for the team.
Well, Brian, you're running an amazing company, and I always love coming here and checking it out, and I appreciate your time.
Scott, you're welcome anytime.
Brian, thank you very much. Great, good job. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, follow our video channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. And also, we give away a free pair of shoes every Friday, so it's really exciting. All you gotta do is text the word City Souls TV, all one word, to 96362 to enter to win a free pair of shoes. And remember, always wear cool shoes. Thanks.